Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Another beautiful day here in the state of Kansas. It's in the 60s, blue clear sunny skies, and it's Labor Day. I'm taking advantage of the beautiful weather today with the John Deere to clear out the pond, to dig it out a little bit. This pond used to be a livestock watering pond. It's on the back 40 of our property. It's a watershed style pond where everything kind of drains off into it. And we're in a valley, and this is the end of the valley, and there's a little, I don't know if it's man-made or a natural dam right here. That dam needs some repair up there. It's kind of washed over. So it's definitely had water up higher than this before. But I've owned this property for a year and I haven't seen it more than about a foot deep. And I'm glad I see it now because I didn't know how deep it really was up until about a month and a half ago. Because we haven't had any significant rainfall for about 2 months. About 3 weeks ago to a month ago, the water was here forward. And I came out here 2 weeks ago and it dried up. We've had 100-degree temperatures every day, no rainfall, so it just drains and it evaporates. And my plan here is to dig this out and then have a water well feed it because there's no spring in here to feed it. My tractor is at 0.0, so that's the deepest it was at the time, up until about 2-3 days ago when I started digging this. That was the deepest it was. The guy who used to lease this land for cattle said this used to get to 3 to 4 foot deep on average. Well, this little shelf here, that's about 3 to 4 foot deep from this point. And so I've come in here with my box blade, my bucket, and my backhoe attachment, and I dug this little area here out. I dug a little area over there, and I'm kind of just coming around here with my box blade and I'm pulling dirt from the edge for now because the center is actually the most moist spot. It's not wet, it's not mud, but it's wet dirt and I'm getting stuck. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to come back in a couple of days and I'm going to dig that down more and more and more and more. My ultimate goal here is I have an oval pond, is to come out from the ledge and then kind of scoop it down to about 5 foot deep and then come back out to a ledge and then have my, the edge around the pond. If this is 0.0 over here, that's about 4 to 4.5 foot high right there. And so what I'm doing is also going on the edge here and dumping dirt to making a little ledge right there, about 4.5, 5 foot tall. That way we can walk around it and we can fish and that kind of stuff because I'm going to stock this pond. Now my ultimate plan here is, although this pond is, it's spring rain fed, it's winter melt fed, I'm going to get a well on it. I don't know if I'm going to do a water well near it because that's expensive. That's a pretty hefty price, about $20 a foot, because I just got a well done. About $20 a foot, or I already have a water well that I'm using, but I won't be using in the future, except for cattle and that kind of stuff. I thought about taking and running irrigation pipe over to here, which is about 1,500 foot, so that's a pretty costly run for a little pond. But if I can have that water well fed and keep this well fed with water year round, why not, right? So we don't have any plans for livestock in the future. I mean, maybe some goats and chickens and kind of stuff, but they won't be on this side of the property by any means. This is the back side of the property. Another 6 or 7 acres to the right of me is our property line, and we have 80 acres total. Well, we have 106, we split into 80. So 160 acres total between us, and this little pond is the one little go-to place. So I'm kind of digging it out, making it a place we can come fish, because I want to stock it with some bass or catfish or whatever. It's not huge by any means. It's maybe not even 1/8 of an acre. But once it gets backfilled and filled up, it's a pretty good hefty pond. So I'll be excited to see where it goes to. But I'm going to go ahead and do some more work, keep on grading some more, and then I'll come back in a couple of days. I'm going to dig that out in the center, in that center bowl, and hopefully have a nice little pond here coming in a couple of days, because we do have a winter storm coming that will hopefully bring some moisture to fill it up. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I think that's going to be it for the day. This is that big channel that I was talking about, the big washout on the dam. It's about 8 foot deep and 6 or 7 foot wide. It's a pretty big washout, and it goes up and over into this next little valley here. Over here, you can see, well, there were cows there 30 seconds ago, but there's cows on that side of the fence. And around that bend is actually a water well fed pond. And so I might get friends with my neighbor and see if I can't tee off of it and fill this thing too. It'd be nice. It'd be a lot closer distance, probably 400 or 500 feet rather than 1,500, 2,000 feet. But we'll see what happens. But you can see all this backfilling I did here. All that backfill was this channel. It just was washed out over time. And so, like I said, I think this pond's been pretty significantly full over in past. But now it's just empty because, well, there's nothing retained in there. So I'm gonna keep on working on this tomorrow. Probably won't hit on the camera again, but I'll see what happens with the weather. It's supposed to get cold tonight or this afternoon. And then the next couple of days following that, have that snowstorm, rainstorm come in. It'd be pretty nice to see some water in here, but I don't want to keep it wet, so if I can get anything done. So I got as much as I could today, and if I have to come back and it's rainy and wet for the rest of the year, okay. But at least I know how deep it is and how much I've got torn up so far. So anyways, I apologize for the wind again. Let me get down here. Keep calm and carry on, guys. Stay safe. See you later.